how's it going everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to the new year, just like me. As you can see, I switched up my hairstyle. I don't know, I just wanted to try something new, so please don't flame me in the comment section. I know I look like a K-pop star, but fuck it. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing a what's in my camera bag video. Now, originally I didn't really want to make this video just because I felt like my gear list isn't very extensive, and you know, over the years I don't use my camera as much as I'd like, so I don't buy camera gear very often. But I do get a lot of questions asking, you know, what camera you're running, what lens you're running, what microphone you're running. So I felt like maybe I should just address all those things in this video. Like I said, I don't have a lot of gear, but I still want to share with you guys what I'm using. Alright, so first and foremost, let's start with the camera bag. This is the Peak Design 20-liter everyday backpack, and I've owned this backpack for quite a few years now, and I've traveled with it. I've took it to shoots, I've took it to client shoots, and I just really love the way the backpack is designed. Before diving in, I did release these new key carabiners. They are now available on my website. Shameless plug, but if you guys would like to support, go check it out. So now, diving into the backpack itself, I did purchase this backpack in black, which is my favorite color if you guys haven't noticed, but I kind of just left it.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm filming. Okay, so as I was saying, I really like how the backpack is designed. As you can see, they provide you with multiple compartments that you can move around according to your needs. Now, like the title of the product says, this is an everyday backpack, so it is not specifically a camera bag, but it is also a camera backpack due to these dividers that they provide. They provide you with a number of straps that you can use to strap larger items to the bag, such as if you had a huge tripod, you could attach it to the bottom. Really nice design overall. I just like the way this backpack is built, and super padded, so all your camera gear is safe. And yeah, enough about the backpack. Let's finally move into the camera gear. Alright, so for my main camera setup, I am running the Sony a7 III, which is paired with the 16-35 2.8 G Master, and on top of the lens I am using a Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. Really great microphone, does have a lot of features like it turns on and off with the camera, which is definitely a lifesaver because I always forget to turn on the mic. So great feature for the mic to have. As for the lens, this lens is actually not mine. Me and a buddy swapped lenses just because we wanted to experiment with different focal lengths, but I typically run the 24-70 G Master, but right now I'm running the 16-35, which I believe is just perfect for vlogging. As for the camera, I strongly believe, you know, the a7 III is a good medium ground. In other words, this camera just does really well for both photos and videos. Although it might not be the best at either of those, it is a good middle ground for those of you who want to do both. As you can see on the bottom of the camera, I have a very nice leather case that helps me protect from any scratches on the bottom, and it just adds extra weight to the body to counterweight the heavy lens. But overall, really love this setup. This has been my run and gun setup, and it's just a beast of a camera. Alright, moving on to the very first lens I bought after the G Master. This is the Rokinon 35 1.4 prime lens. By far, 35mm is still my favorite focal length. You can honestly use 35 in any situation, and personally, I love using the 35mm for portraits. Now, the reason I bought the Rokinon is because I was on a budget at the time, and although it's not the best third-party lens, it does do the job quite well, and I just really enjoy this focal length. So now, for the next lens I bought, I have here the Sigma 50mm 1.4 art lens. This is arguably one of my favorite lenses as well. I originally purchased this lens to do car photography, and it's 50mm is also just one of those focal lengths that you just have to have in your camera bag. Sigma makes really great third-party lenses for Sony. Very high quality, amazing autofocus. But the only downside that I have with this lens is that it's very, very heavy. Like, you can feel the weight of this lens compared to any other lens. That's the only complaint I have, but other than that, this is a great lens. Okay, and the last lens I have is a Sony 90mm 2.8 macro lens. This is actually not my lens, it is being lent to me, but I thought I might include it because I feel like everyone should have a macro lens in their bag. If you guys don't know what a macro lens is, it just means that this lens has a very, very close focusing distance, which means you can get really fine detailed shots. So I mainly use this for product photography or just any B-roll shots that I want to get of small details. Yeah, cool lens. Definitely recommend getting a macro lens. If not, another substitution for that is buying lens spacers, which pretty much allows you to make any lens into a macro lens. So if you're on a budget, that's also a route you could go. Alright, and with lenses, obviously, you're going to need filters. Definitely recommend running filters. Alright, and this is my tripod of choice. This is the Ranger's Travel Tripod. I believe I purchased this on Amazon, and don't worry guys, I will have the links to all these things in the description below. But yes, don't mind the missing ball head. I'm actually using this for the overhead rig I have set up. The reason why I really like this tripod is due to its obviously how compact it packs down to. As you can see, it is pretty small for a tripod, but it does, you know, serve its job. I haven't had an issue with it, although my camera setup is pretty heavy, but it is rated to handle, you know, heavier cameras than mine, so works just well for me. Alright, next up we have the Peak Design neck strap. I love this neck strap just because of the quick release system they integrated into the strap. All you do is attach the anchors to your cameras, and then you can use this to quickly put on or take off the neck strap. Love Peak Design's products, definitely vouch for them, so go check them out. No, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, but they should sponsor me. Okay, alright, next up in my bag I have these Aperture Lights. These are very nice to have when you're on the go because they're very compact and they are relatively bright. As you can see, this one especially packs a punch, so if I'm out shooting and I just need that extra bit of light, these lights are really useful. And this is also just a really cool small light to have for those just in case situations. And last but not least, my MacBook Pro. The MacBook Pro is a powerhouse of a laptop, so I have no complaints using this, and it just fulfills all my needs. That's pretty much it for my camera bag. Now, like I mentioned before, I will have the links to everything I mentioned in the description below. So if you guys are interested in any of those products, go ahead and check it out. Alright, so before I end this video, I do want to show you guys how I pack everything in my Peak Design backpack. I'm just gonna switch to a top-down shot and show you guys how fast I can pack all my gear into this backpack.